That way, when we all wipe, we can blame it on him. I mean, that way he can learn how to tank with us.
Carlson to entered channel.
Van Dane, do you think you can soak the things at the bottom of the stairs for us?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you want me to do that?
Makes no difference.
Let's clear these guys first.
Woohoo! 130,000.
Love that I'm doing 12k in a tank spec.
That's a pretty nice tank spec.
Yeah.
All right, so
Look at you, Van.
Curry, we're gonna be tanking him up here when I bring him back.
I do okay in groups.
We'll switch off at like 6 or 7 stacks of the debuff. All it does is lower your toughness, so it's not like it's gonna do a whole lot to us.
Could you mark yourself as the... Oh wait, you're right. Oh wait.
I'll be a squirrel and you be a shield. So Van Dane's gonna be down there soaking the stuff. If you are melee DPS, you want to be right behind his butt, right probably about here. If you are ranged DPS, just spread out back there, and healers do the same. Just stay spread out. Who all is healing? Is it just Tiffy, or is there another healer?
I'm in my druid mode with my fairy healer out, but that's DPS somewhat heals, but it's up to you. I can switch over to full heals.
Well, we might want to have some raid heals too.
I'm in Bard Tactician. I don't know how much that's going to do, but it's supposed to be raid heals. But I just switch today, so we'll see.
Right up here.
Wait here, and I'll bring him back. Try not to pull him until it's time to.
I think Ekthorn wants to get me killed.
You never know, I might have lightning. But I'm in Warlord spec, so...
So we're going to be
That
standing
was
on this ledge?
joking.
Yeah, we'll be standing on the ledge with our backs in the corner right here. Yep. After, when it's not your turn, you'll be standing behind him because he does a frontal that debuffs. So you want to stand behind him when it's your turn, get in front of him and taunt him off me, and then we'll just trade out. I'll be right back with him.
enemies. Okay.
Go ahead and take him, curse him.
Oh damn, he's angry at me. I don't know if I taunt him on mine.
Hey, don't be using taunts.
But I accidentally used the Warlord call that says it doesn't work unless you're in defensive stand.
You have to throw Eye of the Storm at him, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got that on now.
When you hit him, you want to spin him around, you got him facing the crowd. There you go.
He was actually on you, Dark.
Ascended. I hope you
Good
pay
job.
attention to that lesson, soldiers. Form ranks. We've got some house cleaning to do.
With respect, Captain, I think we should leave the front lines to the Ascended.
Treads of stinking tar.
I don't think I've seen that before.
To claim our home.
And what are you suggesting, Scotty? That we sit back here and let
Were we able to just go straight down?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't see why not.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's what we did last week.
danger for us?
We're going right to Aki.
Yep, as fast as we can.
Well, we have to come back here and go through that portal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to take down Darktide first, I think.
Hey, Peppers.
Yes.
As a Chloromancer, do you DPS to heal?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And it is awesome!
Okay.
Well, look at that. I do better DPS as AoE.
Yeah, generally when it's 3 or more.
Oi, 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 I got company.
Let's bring him to the middle.
Don't
Yeah,
stand in the
I
red
know that
poop.
much. Like Flint just did?
T-Fate entered
Yeah, he
channel.
was right on the edge, too.
Finally, I arrived.
There you are.
Hello.
Evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Tiff.
Evening, Tiff.
Oh my god, it's an Ember.
I completely forget this guy.
We need to DPS them down at roughly the same time. Groups 3 and 4 follow Kurisum, and groups 1 and 2 follow Darkonis.
I thought this is a ranged melee split.
Is it?
Yeah, the prince can't be damaged by melee.
Because he's got like an energy shield or something.
Ah, crap, I'm in the wrong room, sorry.
Lightning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll
Hold
make
on.
it more interesting.
But you can have the ranged on the one guy, on either guys. It's just range have to do the one guy. I don't know, I can't remember which guy.
Yeah, the ranged have to do the prince. We need to split some of the ranged onto the king too, though, or else we're not gonna have enough DPS to keep them even.
You know, just have a couple people be your meter push, your needle pusher in the range team.
That's what I did last week. I switched back and forth as we needed.
Yeah, it should work good. Well, I'll bring him back to here. Bring the king back to here, and then range just take the prince on.
So,
Your blood will rinse away your legacy.
We got that one.
What did I do there?
So, run like... Isn't like our cleric supposed to tank our...
Who's tanking this guy?
Oh yeah.
The prince.
I thought
Apparently I just did.
It is a cleric deal.
You can't get within melee range of him.
I wasn't. He just turned and shot me after he shot everybody else.
How can a cleric tank him?
From range.
Thank you, Captain.
Not that. It's whoever can survive a rank of life. So it's like a certain...
You don't need to survive it if you're a cleric. You can just move out of it. Because they have like 30 meter range.
Prince standing right there next to everybody now.
Okay. Who's tanking him? Or was...
I am, apparently.
Oh.
Oh, Salini.
Whoever doesn't die.
I think I got too close to the prince.
I read some Tiff.
Something happened to KBM.
Where it's all big, that one, the encounter's all big.
Do we have any real tanks left? No.
The prince doesn't... Really, the
tanking
prince
them
just
both.
needs a mage tank. And somebody needs to interrupt his terminate life. I'll switch specs. I think the last time I did this is Chloro and interrupted him.
Rend life.
but
I
it-
think he's on me now, so.
Anybody that wants to release, I'm running right in right now.
I'm coming. I just released.
Oh, the top is the one guy and the bottom is the other guy. I did not know that.
Now I'm dead. Ouch.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, the prince
Oh,
was
I
right
got
there
both of
behind
them.
him.
Oh,
He channeled a torrent of power, and that's what killed me.
well, I also threw up a
It's a
natural
healer
conversion.
too. Anybody needs it, the healer right at the base of the stairs.
I just hit the one on the way in.
That's the one.
That's I meant.
Who pulled the prince over to the group?
When the tank died, the prince naturally went towards somebody that was doing the most damage to him.
Well, the last time we fought him, he wouldn't move from that spot. That's why I was wondering.
I didn't. He killed whoever in front of me, and then all of a sudden
Range.
he shot me, and I went boom.
He won't
That
move
was
around a
me,
lot.
Zib. I got too close to him, I think.
Bad, you. Bad, bad.
I'm bad. That's the very first time I ever caused that problem, I'm sure.
Oh, I've done that so many times and things. I go, did I just shoot the boss? Oh shit.
How do you reset KBM again?
/KBM reset.
Thank you.
Dropped another feast for those of us who released.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bastion, where's your body?
It's over here. I get him.
Bird doesn't want to get up. He's gonna stay here cute dead.
Every time I see that hat, I think of
Thanks for
Big
Rez.
Trouble in Little China.
Okay,
Stewie's hat?
who's tanking
Yeah.
the ranged group?
Checking that. Hold on.
It works really well with a Chloromancer tanking him.
Okay, I'll do it. Just tell me which guy you want me to be on.
You're on number 2.
Bloke. I'll make faces at him.
So who's tanking the prince?
Peppers.
Hector? Peppers? Okay.
Mage tanking the prince so he stays in spot, and then I'll pull the king back out here.
Okay. Snap peps.
I wish warriors could range tank.
Use peppers. Healing, PvP healing, now mage tanking, awesome.
You could try tanking him in Tempest. Just use your Warlord taunt.
I would prefer that one of the warriors try that, and I can probably keep you up. But that's up to the group.
Kurisem, are you still in tank?
I can change.
Yeah, why don't you get into tank and I'll try tanking the Prince and Tempest.
Oh, we like you when Peppers dies.
I know, that's why I came up with this grand plan. Whee! If I could just get Feign Death in my healing spec, I would be awesome.
I like that faint death.
You recommend a mage tank though for the prince?
That's because they never had a Tempest before.
You go Tempest. There's no lockout, I can run.
Toxin to entered channel.
Hello.
Hey, Todd.
Hello, happy birthday, boy.
Hey, Todd.
It's birthday boy.
Hey, Tox,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Hi, Talk.
Oh,
Thank
happy
you, thank you.
birthday.
Thank you.
Tox, you 29 again?
Yes, I am.
Congratulations.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Am I
Again.
just keeping it in the middle
Now,
here?
where's the cake?
I ate it. It was cheesecake.
You're gonna have him here in the middle, and he's gonna drop stuff on the ground that's gonna be like a ring on the ground, and it'll expand out. You want to move him away from that when it happens. It does pretty decent AoE damage. Other than that, I don't think he has a cleave or anything. Either that, or we're just healing through it. But, yep.
Are you pulling or mine?
Ready when you are.
If she's gonna wear a crazy hat, I'm wearing a crazy hat too.
I'm wearing a crazy hat.
It's not so much the crazy hat as the lack of clothing, though, Peppers.
Just filling in for both.
Yeah.
Oh, God help us.
Hey, what's up with these three-dimensional fonts on KBM?
I don't know. It's been that way on Banana H also.
I don't like them.
I don't either.
Kind of blurry.
Yep. It's been that way ever since the last patch.
You don't
Well,
like me.
it helps when it's not black text.
Uh-oh.
What the heck is killing me?
He did something where I shot up in the air and then I died.
Did she
Do we need to interrupt something?
Yeah, ran life.
We need
The
to.
curse
The
blow
limit-
and the fear.
He hit
That
me with
terminate
life
life.
for
Melee guy.
19,000.
Unless it was the range guy that used the move.
Your blood will rinse away your legacy.
They were both heading.
Down.
I'm tanking him in DPS gear.
Spicy entered channel.
Welcome back, Peppers.
God, I'm glad he didn't hear us talking about him and his naked tanking.
He fears my horns.
As do we all.
I'm running in if anyone wants to release.
I'm at the gate right now if they...
Yeah, he licked me.
Yeah, he got me too. It has to be a mage tank because it completely ignores any other kind of aggro. At least for mine, I was throwing taunts at him, and it still wasn't doing anything.
We had Ritlock tank him at one time, so I know clerics can tank it.
How the heck did we do this last week?
That's
Which
what I'm
one?
wondering. What did we do exactly?
Are you
I
on the
got killed.
2?
What did you get killed by? I got killed by
Or
a king
Kyra
of
might have
essence.
tanked it, I don't know.
So can we interrupt consuming essence?
Yeah.
Okay, then we need to. That's what killed me. And I don't have an interrupt in this build.
Well, I'm looking at that death log, and red life was killing everybody.
Yes.
Corporeal's Reverence, or some Remnants, or something like that got me.
I vote for Selene. She's got the interrupt and chloro.
Cool.
Fine with me.
Selene does, I think, don't you?
Not sure.
I'm going marksman. I gotta interrupt.
Thanks, Riz.
I think it was Keimer that did actually tank it last time. But I was in chloro.
I think he had the interrupt too, didn't he?
That's on Shadow. Stu's next.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Arius.
There's an anti-melee mechanic built into him, so fighters shouldn't attack him at all.
I could go lightning. Might help a little bit more.
We'll just fight King Molinar.
We find
Gary.
Una.
Yeah, he
We
got me
ran
thinking.
out of range there.
Ember.
And that red life is a really fast cast too.
Who am I healing exactly so I can make sure I put my synth on the right person?
So I'm going Tesla coiled.
You're going, Tiffy, you're going to heal Carissum. Pepper's just going to heal Selene while she's healing herself.
Sounds very complicated.
It is.
Interrupt I don't have.
Uh-oh.
The only
Well-
interrupt I have is in Dominator.
Well, ranged will just keep throwing interrupts at him.
Yeah, it's the Terminate Life one that you need to interrupt. Red Life does damage, but I'm pretty sure it was the Terminate Life that you really have to worry about.
So what killed me was consuming essence.
Yes, it has to
Stay
be
out of
interrupted
purple
or
stuff
it
on the ground.
kills you and turns you
Shoot.
into a crystal.
See what Baudon said.
He says terminate life cannot be interruptible. He tried.
Well, I was looking at the player death log and everybody was killed. Almost everybody was killed by red life. Not terminate life.
What I may have been doing was put natural conversion on him before he did that.
I think that's what you have to reflect the spell back.
That's what they're saying.
And
Reflect.
So in that case,
what we're
we
with.
keep natural conversion on the prince. I'm assuming.
Prince,
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just see targeted it on the prince then.
So who's tanking now? Jalapeno again?
Selene's tanking the prince. Carissum is tanking the king.
Okay, Selene.
She's the purple flag.
Okay.
So groups 1 and 2 are on the king.
Melee is on the king, ranged is on the prince.
Okay.
And then we'll randomly switch people back and forth as we need to level them out.
Say when.
Go for it.
Here's one ugly little dwarf.
Aren't they all?
That's a door.
Yep.
Server connection failed. The remote host closed the connection.
Your blood will rinse away your legacy. Your blood will rinse away your
Connected.
legacy.
Member 1 moved in from root by the server. Darkon News moved in from root by the server.
That was bizarre.
Ekdorn moved
What
in from
was
root
that?
by the server. Flint moved
Alright,
in
yeah,
from
weird.
root by the server.
Man, it's just talking about Wish for Fish. I know he's in the Lotro channel. He's not in our channel, so.
Alright, what happened last time that this was so easy?
Well, see how the things are all the way over in the on one side or the other? It moves the stuff on the floor. I'm not sure what's causing him to move low.
Your blood will rinse away your legacy.
Is this a case of... Did we do this last week? We went straight here?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yeah, we one-shotted it.
Yup.
Say, you want to talk? I'd like to drop.
I can come in, yeah. I mean, it's no biggie. I wasn't planning on raiding tonight.
We're missing some mechanics somewhere.
Come on. Birthday wipes.
That's what the Yinglings for.
Entered channel.
So I'm gonna go ahead and drop, and y'all can get talks in.
It was a good birthday. Had crab cakes for lunch, ribs for dinner, cheesecake for cake, and beer and snow.
Harrison to entered channel.
Beer and snow.
Yep, actually, we got a little bit of snow tonight, just enough to make the ground white.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a dusting tonight ourselves.
Well, as long as y'all keep that up there, not here in Georgia, I am good.
That's the first time the snow ground's actually had any weight on. No, second time we've had some weight on it. But I went out to get the beer and it just started to snow. As soon as I walked up the door, I was like, "Cool."
Yeah.
And the last time it snowed was Christmas Eve, Maryland. It started snowing about 5 minutes after I fished up boggling page number 1, the last one I needed. But yeah, I mean, we got very little. I mean, I wasn't expecting to see any tonight.
Libation, you got your tank gear?
I just got disconnected.
Kinda, yeah.
Or Van Dane?
I do, but I don't know how to range tank.
Hit it with rangey abilities. Just kidding, I don't have the idea.
I can try it.
I can go range DPS.
You make him mad.
I need to get a pull in again if somebody can do it real quick.
Terminate life needs to be reflected.
Somebody put a feast down, thank you.
Who sends terminate
Frightening
life?
shout has to be interrupted.
Is the little midget sending that thing that needs to be reflected?
But you know what could be killing us too? It says if the gap between their health is more than 4%, the bosses will randomly choose 3 players and kill them until you wipe. Did we have that happen?
Yeah, that's what killed me. That's when he lifts you up in the air and you die.
Oh.
We need to watch that much more careful. Let me try tanking this one again.
Alright, I put on my tank stuff, but I'm not sure how to do this.
And when he casts runic feedback, that's the prince does that. DPS has to stop except as needed to heal. So it says for the king, interrupt frightening shout and consuming essence. Runic feedback, you have to stop DPS. And cursed blows, everyone needs to move out. And the tank needs to kite the boss. That's for the king. Then for the prince, terminate life has to be reflected and consuming essence needs to be interrupted.
Server connection failed. The remote host closed the connection. Server connection failed. Connection refused. 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 Connected. Libation moved to the Tavern General chat by the server. Darch Hopius moved to the Tavern General chat by the server.
Hello.
Emeta moved in from typefrag.com by the server.
Here I am.
Salem
save the
moved in
day.
from typefrag.com by the server.
I was wondering why I went silent.
Ekthorn moved in from typefrag.com by the server.
I guess we're here for now.
Moved in from typefrag.com.
It did this last week, same time, same place.
Same bad channel.
Shayna moved in from typefrag.com by the server.
Hey guys.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hi Slaney, hi everyone.
Flint moved in from typefrag.com by the server.
We only got 25 slots, so hopefully we don't get too many more people on.
Well, thank you for use of the channel.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
thank
so
you.
much.
problem.
We really appreciate it.
Okay, stop.
Our
Don't
rift rate
continue,
is
guys.
moving in, so.
Oh gosh.
We'll move to another channel because we're doing a fractal, so we won't interfere.
No, the problem is if that's a raid, we might not have the room.
Let's go to Dragon Lair. Well, then come down if we got problems with space. Let us know.
Yeah, we got
We'll jump.
20, so there's room for 5 others.
Well, that's us. So.
Moved in from
Okay, we're going to Dragon Lair.
Dragon Lair.
Shayna moved to Dragon Lair Dungeon 1. Cypher moved to Dragon Lair Dungeon 1. Immax to moved to Dragon Lair Dungeon 1.
Nice
Dark
cost, Lenny.
Scorpius moved to Dragon Lair Dungeon 1. Emeta moved to Dragon Lair Dungeon 1.
Are we supposed to move down there?
No.
Let someone else.
We're staying up here. They're going down there in the different.
I kind of like how they have the different names for their thing. It's pretty sweet. The Dragon Lair and the Troll Cave.
Geezer moved in from typefrag.com by the server.
Hi, Gazer.
And you go into Mount Gun to the bad, hit a goblin.
So this is like the proverbial how many people can you fit inside of a phone booth trick with the 25-man mumble.
Zarb moved in from typefrag.com.
Everybody suck it in a little. Make
So there's
room.
gonna be like 4
Make
people
friends,
can't get
make
on.
By the server. SMU to move in from typefrag.com.
Hey, somebody
by
touched
the
me in
server.
my special place.
You liked it.
Show us on the dolly.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm just saying. Somebody did. Oh, hi, Slenny.
Are you disqualified from this discussion?
Who, me?
You did say somebody.
I think it was my wife.
Oh, Dark, he's texting Brack to let him know.
Cool.
I wish we had somebody who played Hello Kitty online with them so we could just tell them to do it.
Highland Adventure. Hey, Dark, what do you want me doing?